in me getting this position. I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to the opportunity to see what we can do within PD, see what comes next, and know that you guys are all appreciated. We absolutely 1000% appreciate every single one of you in every single way. Let's see what time is it. What do we got? We're only like a couple after 5 after. I'm gonna shoot one more message real quick and see if we got everyone here.
No, Nick, no.
Okay, I guess we can just get started, and those that start to show up will show up. But again, I think these are our most active officers, just looking around and recognizing everybody, and knowing that you're all here, you're all very active, you're all very much on, and I absolutely appreciate that. A few things I want to bring with little tidbit that we got going on. I want to make sure that we're all being active. That's my biggest concern. That's that brought up to admins, and admins brought up to myself, was just the activity. We need to make sure that we're all being active. And again, all of you officers that I see here, I've seen several times throughout my day when I fly in randomly or when I'm on. You're all very, very active. So I absolutely 1000% appreciate you and all your activity. I did do that one. We did the little kind of reward thing where we went through, and any of those officers that got those arrests, I definitely want to do that more. It's been a little bit crazy for the last week or so, so I haven't been able to post anything along those lines of getting that done. But we absolutely will be doing more things just to see what we can do to help with the activity, bring other officers back in. Another thing that I want to see with helping with activity is those of you officers that are available and that have been or that can or have not been taking rookies on ride-alongs, getting them familiar with going on it, or even badged officers. I want to see you going on more ride-alongs just to gain that team morale and get to know each other a little bit more, so that it makes people want to be here a little bit more. I honestly think that that definitely helps out, is just building that friendship, building that community, and getting everybody together and know that we're here together to do this thing. But we definitely need to get our activity up within the faction. Another thing, of course, is just making sure that you guys are posting all of your body cam. If there is anything missing, we'll definitely reach out and ask you, but please make sure that you're posting your body cam. If you have any issues with your body cam, please report it following the chain of command. One of the big things that I have noticed already as well is the chain of command getting skipped. So please make sure that you are still continuing following that chain of command. That means rookies reaching out to badge up to vested up to blue suits, and so on and so forth, just so we can make sure getting it through to everybody that needs to hear it, and that it gets passed up accordingly. Yes, Nick.
It feels like that doesn't always happen. When I've noticed sometimes rookies will reach out to us badge will reach out to some of the best, and then it never reaches to where it needs to reach. I've noticed a lot of that.
Okay, so if you do have an instance where you did report it to somebody and we haven't heard about it, go to the next step and just report it and say, I don't know if you've heard about this. It doesn't seem like anything happened. Can you just let me know if it's happened? So if that does happen, you can bring it up and then report whoever is not reporting that to a higher up, so that we can get that addressed accordingly. Okay. Also, today I will be a little bit busy with going through rank ups. I am also looking at everybody's activity in the last month or so, looking at everybody's body cam, reviewing that to see where everyone's kind of sitting and starting the term off from there. So I want to make sure that I'm on the same page with everybody. Everybody's on the same page. That starting now, I'm going to be watching everybody very closely. I'm going to have my DFGs looking up everything very closely to make sure that we are all doing what we need to be doing. Because as we are in PD, we're held to a higher standard, especially to admins. We're held to a higher standard out in the city. So we need to make sure that we're maintaining that. We can't just go out and start arresting people, as we know. We can't just go out and start doing whatever we want to, because we're going to get reported. And of course, those reports will come in and admins will reach out to us and be like, what's going on? The city is a crazy place. However, there is also going to be that higher standard for us to make sure that we are maintaining everything that we need to be doing. We need to maintain the city. We're supposed to be respectful. We're supposed to be held to that. So everybody just keep doing that. Keep doing your best. I know, again, of course, as we all know, it can get rough out there, but I think that as long as we're working together and doing our best, that we can keep that up. Another thing I bring up, of course, one of the biggest things I think that we need to make sure is that rookies understand everything. So badged and vested officers, I want to make sure that you guys are being that good example for our new recruits, being that example for our rookies and showing them what we need to do as badged and vested officers, as well as, I mean, of course, the blue suits. We want to make sure that we're being that prime example for everyone to show them what they need to do. If they're doing something incorrectly, just simply correct them. Don't come on them hard. Don't come yelling at them. Like if they're doing something, if you see them even spawning a personal vehicle, don't yell at them and say, yo, you can't be doing that. Just be like, hey, part of the rookie rules is that you can't be spawning a personal vehicle. And just kind of run through a few of those rules if you need to, if you feel like they needed that little bit of extra information, maybe they didn't know it. You can tell usually based off of somebody's response when they say something like that. So let's just maintain that positive energy towards situations like that, towards the things that we see. Don't bring it down negatively, like you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. I think a positive reinforcement is going to be beneficial in the long run to help our rookies, to help make sure and maintain that they're doing everything that they need to be doing. So positive reinforcement ensures that they're going to be doing everything that they need to be doing. And them seeing you doing what you're supposed to be doing is going to go a long ways as well. So you officers, just remember that there are people looking up to you. There are rookies looking up and seeing what you're doing. And if they see you doing something wrong, they're going to take that and run with it. So keep doing your best. Appreciate you. I know that everyone in here, again, you've all been doing the hard work and have been doing amazing. So thank you again for everything that you do. I know I'm trying to think of everything I wanted to go through tonight. Buck, did you have anything to add really quick while I'm thinking things through about anything else? I got to check a couple of notes here.
My biggest thing is like I think that ride-alongs are going on, but we're not documenting it in the paperwork. We need to tighten ship a little bit on that and make sure we're posting all our paperwork.
Oh yes, 1,000%. Any ride-alongs, any rookie that goes on a ride-along with anybody, please make sure that you're posting that, because that does go towards their evaluation. That does go towards them getting their badge. So please make sure if you do take any rookie on a ride-along that you are posting that paperwork in the FTO. Also, kind of going back into the FTO channel, the vested, please remember that you are supposed to be taking your FTO priorities before anything else. We do try to keep up communication when we are going through and having the 10 codes and macros. if you're not sure how to go through and give 10 codes and macros and need a little bit of help with that, please be here for the hiring events so that you can learn how to give the 10 codes and macros. Yes, Bryn, of course you can.
Okay, I will post the rookie training tracker again, but I think we shouldn't be taking rookies on ride-alongs that don't have their macros and 10 codes posted yet. That, like, I've seen a couple rookies going on ride-alongs, and that's fine, that's great, I love it, but you know, some of them don't even have their macros and 10 codes paperwork posted, and that needs to be done before they can even do driver's test or anything else. And especially, like, when we hire them that night and then there's a training that night, there are some rookies that are not doing their macros and 10 codes and just going straight to the trainings. They need to get those macros and 10 codes done before they do the trainings, before they do ride-alongs, anything like that.
I 1000% agree with that. I've always held that when I was HFTO, I always made sure that they had their 10 codes and macros before they can attend any training, before they could do anything. That's like one of the most important things that they need to get. So if any of you vested are, if you're asked by a rookie to take them on a ride along, if you're able to check some paperwork, please do. 1 second, really quick. If you do have a second device, I know that helps in the long run. I've got about 3 that I work off of, honestly. It helps me out significantly so that I can hurry and pull up any paperwork that I need to. So if you can just double check that and see if they have received their 10 codes and macros before taking them on any ride-alongs, that's going to be beneficial for everyone. Thanks, Bryn, for that reminder, of course.
Also, I know we have a lot of returning officers. Like, we need to make sure they still have all theirs as well.
Oh, 1000%, yes. If we do have any officers that come back, they still have to go through the processes. They still have to go through, verify their 10 codes and macros and make sure that they're correct because, of course, as we know, we have additional ones. So everybody just make sure that we're all on the same page. So again, if you're a vested officer, you're not sure how to go through the 10 codes and macros, that's something that you do need to understand so that when you're needed, that you're here. Reach out to Bryn. She is your HFTO. Demise is also an HFTO. I know Bryn has an extensive amount of knowledge when it comes back to everything along those lines. So please ask her, please reach out, please be here for the training or for the hiring event so that you can be there and just watch and observe so that you know what's going on. Yes, Kona, absolutely. That is definitely one of the things that we always want to make sure that we're doing. It doesn't always work out for us in the long run when it comes to people saying they need to fly out because, of course, IRL does come first. But they do need to have their 10 codes and macros before essentially leaving this room. With that being said, just a reminder that there is a hiring event tonight in like math, like an hour. Okay. Was there anybody have any questions before we move on to the next topic or anything along those lines or anything anybody wanted to bring up about anything at all?
I got something to say.
All right. What up, Staples?
My bad. I should have raised my hand just to set an example. Hey, so for the vested officers, the FTOs that are doing the trainings, I spoke to 2, but I want to speak to all the vested just while we're in this room together. But whenever you guys are conducting a training event, please just designate somebody to actually instructing the rookies or people below on like what to do. instead of each other like stepping on each other's mics and nothing is able to be comprehended. So actually just whenever you guys decide to do a training, make sure that you designate one person to being the instructor and that person only. It's fine to have people. It's fine to have people to like kind of chime in and say something, but try to type that instead of just saying it on the mic.
1,000% agree with that. Always reach out to the person that's conducting it, wait for them to go, and then bring anything else up. Staples. Does anybody else have anything to bring up?
Hey, don't bring up who's going to be the next DFG. Chief Luna is understanding what you need to do. You don't need to keep bringing that to her attention.
Exactly. Thank you, Staples. Anybody else have anything else at all? Yes. So HP, of course, is somewhere where we need to be patrolling. So that's definitely something that everybody needs to be going out and doing. It's a hot zone, of course, as we know. Yeah, it's busy. It's a lot that's going on there, but we definitely need to make sure that we're going there. Definitely not going there alone. Go on. Yeah, right when I said it, Ragnar. Perfect timing. Do not go along to HP. You must be going with somebody. You must be going with at least a couple other officers just because it's absolutely insanity over there. So continue patrolling HP. It's a requirement. We have to make sure that we're maintaining it and everything. So
we did have a sniper on the building, one of the buildings earlier today when I came on shift.
oh yeah. Yeah, they do that from time to time. It's definitely frustrating. When they do that, they like to get up there and they like to watch us from above and snipe us all down. But yeah, definitely whenever